Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel where we will do a book haul, and my dog decided to leave us because it was uninteresting to him apparently. I have a brand new tea, I have a stack of books, and let's get to all the books I bought in Scotland. I went to Scotland beginning of October and I had no choice but to look at every single books because there were, first of all, they are in English, so it's easy to find them in that language. And also, I mean, the covers in UK are just gorgeous and the prices are way more affordable than in Switzerland. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books. It's a lucky number. Never bought so many books within 1 week in my whole life. Let's get to it. Let's start with the new edition of the hardcover of One Dark Window duology, which I just had to buy because I loved the book so much. Yes, I have the paperbacks. Yes, I have the Kindle version. I'm just missing the audiobooks now, but I mean, look at those spread ages. Yes, I went crazy with spread ages. I never had them. Never had any spread ages in my life before. Yeah, they're not very popular with French books, and I know now they're getting more into it, especially for fantasies, but since I'm in the mood to read in English, well, I'm doing what I can. So yeah, those books are just here, the spread ages. If you read them, you know what all those little cards here means, and here what is written, which is the girl, the king, and the monster they became. So you know what all that means. And then you have Twisted Crown, which is the same but red ambience. And here still you have all the cards, and written here, be wary, be clever, be good. So yeah, they're just beautiful. I had to have them. I had to have them. What can I tell you? Then when I was there, it happens that so many books came out when I was there, so you know, I went a bit crazy. The new Stephanie Garber books, I'm sorry, I'm trying to, yes, Garber. Stephanie Garber book, Alchemy of Secret, came out. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Stephanie Garber, but I did enjoy Carval and Once Upon a Broken Heart, both trilogies. And the writing is good and is very descriptive, and I have a good time, even if they are not my top favorite because they were too YA. This is supposed to be her adult debut, but I heard reviews that it was still quite YA. So I don't know. I will read this one and then I will do a full review of both trilogies and this book. Next, we have The Ordeals. You maybe or maybe not seen the full review on my October wrap-up. This book, actually, when I was in Scotland, I just saw some short on YouTube reviewing that, yeah, it was a good book, it had school, it had trials. That's all I remember, and I cannot find that video anymore. Like, even just days after, I couldn't find it. So I thought, oh, that looks like so much fun. On my last day in Scotland, I went and asked them, do you have that book? And they say, oh, just let me check around, because it was not on the new release, and say, oh yeah, we didn't put it out yet, but here you have the signed version, you want one? So I said, yeah, of course I want one. So I have, oh yeah, I went also crazy with signed version there a bit, because, well, you don't have signed version in France either. So yes, I know I live in Switzerland, but French books, I mean. So yeah, here it's signed. All that to say that this book just called out to me, and I never read Rachel, like in France, Rachel Greenlow, and I don't know, it just seemed fun. And here, like this little square, which is like the magic system that is symbolized, and you also have a spread edge. And I mean, then I devoured the weekend I came back, and it was great, and I will definitely read her other books. So yeah, I'm so happy I got this one. I will definitely pre-order the next book. Then we have The Crimson Throne by Sarah Rush and Beth Revis, apparently. So this actually is a retelling of Mary, Queen of Scots. Like, it's not her story, but it's set up in her time. There is magic, so it's a retelling, it's like not the real story. I just read the the first few pages, like the prologue and maybe the first chapter or something. It seems very good. It seems very intriguing. I will just have to adapt in my brain because in my head I watched the series Reign, which was about Mary, Queen of Scots. And of course, in the series, like you follow her, it's like her story and how she's fighting for the Scots and keep her kingdom, and all has her love story and the story of her mother-in-law who becomes one of your favorite characters and everything. So like you're rooting for her. And here from the little part I read, when she's mentioned, the only line that describes her is like not the nicest way to describe someone. So yeah, I will have to dissociate the series to this book, but it seems very fun. Yeah, if you want, I can read you what this is talking about. I noticed I didn't tell you what the other books were talking about. Well, let's go with this one first. Wait, is this dual point of view? I think it's dual point of view. Oh wait, that would be interesting. Yes. So apparently you have Samson, which is an isolated person. He needs to break some curse. He needs to infiltrate the court of Scottish Queen Mary, Queen of Scots, and uncover a plot to assassinate Queen Elizabeth. And you have Alice Graham, who has been protecting Mary, Queen of Scots, from threats both physical and magical. Yeah, I mean, I will not tell you the whole plot because you can go read it on your own, but it seems really fun. I think I will pick it up soon. I think I will read it in November, but I'll keep you posted. Also, I saw that those two authors wrote another book, or I think it was a duology, set in medieval Germany in the Black Forest. So if you don't know what is the Black Forest, it's like a big forest in the southwest of Germany. And they have like very big, old, dark trees, and they're named Black Forest. I often go there on vacation, and I love any story set in medieval, middle-aged time. So if I do enjoy the writing of this book, I will definitely check out this other book about the Black Forest, and maybe keep it for the next time I'm going there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And the ordeals, if you want to know, I'm sorry, I'm going backwards. The ordeals, well, everything you need to know is in my October wrap-up, so just check this one out. The Alchemy of Secrets, I actually don't know what this is about. I think there is something about Hollywood. No, that's another thing. It's about something, oh yeah, you go in a classroom, and yes, you're in the folklore 517, and in some class, and yeah, I don't know what this is about, and I don't want to read what this is about because I like to go into books blinds. So if you want to know, read it, and if you want more thoughts, well, you should have it by the end of the year or something. And then to Twisted Crown, I mean, you probably saw the books by here. All I can tell you is just go and read it. Yeah, I'm very good at this. I can feel I'm very good at this. So anyway, the next book is Thief of Night by Holly Black. I know that's not the first book, it's duology, and there is another book before that I had not read, but it was on my list. So when I saw this copy and still the spread edge, and I think, and this is pretty too, and it's also signed. Yes, it is signed. So I just got it. I knew it was not the first book, but I asked if they had Book of Night, and they didn't have any. So I thought, well, that's not a problem. I'll take it and I'll figure out how to read. So then I just got it on Kindle. Then I came back and took it on my Kindle. And to be honest, I was a bit thrown off because it's very modern, like it was talking about TikTok and Zoom and Patreon. And to be honest, it was too modern for me. And the story was alright. The magic was a bit confusing, but I guess I had to read more of it to better understand it. The character, it was like the writing was, the way she was talking and living was fitting that it was modern and the life she was having. But yeah, I don't know. It's not the vibes I'm into, so I paused it for now. Maybe I will take it again because I do have this book. And it was interesting. Maybe if I wait to be in a better mood or vibe into it, I don't know. I will see. I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, I still have a pretty book. Next came this one. So I saw it like it was, on those tables. And it's Tales of a Deadly Devotion by Jennifer Delaney. in French you would say Delaney. Delaney, something like this. So here, I mean, it's super pretty, and I was, okay, I would like to know what this is about. I think there is, yeah, inside, and here is just blue, and inside is just white, nothing much. So I thought, okay, let's have a look. And I read the synopsis, and I was, synopsis, whatever, that says what the book is about. And I was, that seems confusing. It seems almost like it's a second book of something. So I went just through it, and then I read that it was written perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Rachel Gillick. Since, well, as you can see, I love Rachel Gillick. I was, yeah, okay, I mean, I'll go for it. I just did a quick search, and indeed, it's the second book. So I went and asked, hey, by any chance, do you have the first book? And you know what? This time, they did have the first book. So I know this one is hardcover, this one is paperback. At least, I mean, it's the same look. So even if I will have trouble with the size. Anyway, that seems very fun. I took it and I didn't read what this was about. What can I tell you? I like to go blind into books, and when I have a good feeling about it, I just go for it. As you can see, I did start reading it, and I mean, I got also in Scotland, got this cute little Scottish bookmark. It's like leathery, and you have the Loch Ness and Scottish prettiness and cows. So anyway, I did start to read the book, and it's a very gothic vibe. There is some manor or castle and some, I don't want to say creatures, because so far it seems more like monsters, but also some creatures, like some kind of pixie or something. And she is in a school, and she was looking for an apprentice position. So the beginning, like, you are diving right into it, and you are in the library, and something happened that I will not tell you what happens. And then she struggled to have this apprentice position, and she get it, and it's with someone that nobody heard of, or like they don't know what happened to that person. They think that he's dead, and he's very mysterious, has a very bad reputation. And I stopped reading when she was getting there. So why did I stop reading? It's not because I think it's a bad book. It seems like very promising. I think I will like it. It's just that I was so exhausted in October. My brain could not process this book. Every time I was reading a sentence, then I was, wait, what did I just read? So I thought I will keep it for me when my brain is a tiny bit more awake. The first book name is Tales of a Monstrous Heart. And apparently it will be a trilogy. So one more book is to come. This one came out, I think, this summer or something. So the next one, I think, is coming in 1 year, but I'll keep you posted when I read them. Again, I think I will, well, most of those I will try to read shortly, because I have all that stack of book, and I don't want to have too much hanging that I didn't read. I mean, more than I already have, but I'll keep you posted. Next is actually the very first book I bought at the airport, is A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. Here it's like pretty, and it had spread edge, and it was the first spread edge I saw and bought, so what can I tell you? I have a bit of an issue with that. Time. I did read what this was about. It's London in 1923, and there is dragons. I mean, if you don't get that from the cover, then I don't know how to help you. Yes, so let me read, and I will make you a summary of the summary. I don't want to read too much, but apparently Vivian Feather Swallow wanted to study dragon language, and somehow she started a civil war. So how did that happen? I have no idea. Is this a standalone? I think so. I think it is a standalone, but I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I think it is. Have you read it? What do you think about it? I've seen one or two person mention it somewhere, so I don't know. I'm intrigued. I don't know when I will read it, when I will be in the mood for dragon in London. Seems fun. Then let's switch a bit the mood with the Thursday Murder Club. Yeah, they had just a brand new of this series coming out, and I thought, well, I will not start with the latest release. I found the first one, and yeah, it's not fantasy, but apparently I had it on my list because I was looking for a book which is like only murders in the building vibes, and it seems that this fits that vibes because apparently it's retired people who have a Thursday murder club and they find themselves in the middle of a murder case that I guess they're trying to solve. Originally, when I was a teenager, a young adult, I was reading a lot of murder mystery and serial killers and all that. So right now, when I need a fantasy break, I'm reading The Naturals, which is basically Criminal Minds with teenagers, which is fun. I'm not binging the series. As I said, I love to binge a series, but this one, like, you can finish the book and take a break and be satisfied with the story. It's very, very YA, like the teenagers are very, very teenager. But when I need the break, it's pretty fun. So I have 2 more to go. I just pick them up when I need fantasy break. So after I finish this, I will pick up on that. And I don't know how many books there is by now, but I think there is at least 3 or 4 or something. So then at least I will have fantasy breaks. The next one is The Last Witch of Scotland by Philip Paris. Paris. It's based on the story of the last witch in Scotland. So as you might know, once upon a time... Oh, sorry, I have bookmark. That's how it's called. So I guess I got it at the Dorkner's bookshop. It was a pretty village, that I remember. So yeah, it's like retelling of the last trial of the last witch in Scotland. As you may know, the people back up once upon a time, women were accused of being witches, and then they were going on some kind of trials, and usually they were getting murdered, which for reasons that were most likely not true. That's basically the story about that. It's in Scottish Highlands in 1727. I don't know when I will read it. Maybe I will keep it for the springtime though, because apparently it's a fiction, like it's historical fiction based on not fun facts. I think I would prefer to read it when outside it's like summery and makes you feel happy rather than now entering the time of the year when the weather makes you a bit more sad. Apparently he had other books in the same vibes, and the one other was just being released, but I thought I would start with one, and if I like it, I'll go check out his other work. We're almost there, 2 more to go. And it's The Green Lady by Sue Lawrence, and it's When Treachery Begins at Home. I remember that it's set in Scotland, because I mean, I was in Scotland, so yes, I went deep into all the fantasy bookshop and stuff, but I also went to many other stores and bookshop, and I tried also to look for books that were set in Scotland or talking about Scotland or with Scottish authors that if I just look on YouTube videos, I will most likely never see them. So I was looking for something a bit original. Would have hard time finding on my own from Switzerland. So here I know it's in Edinburgh normally. No? Wait, it says 1567, Scotland, no place for a woman. So that's a good start. Mary, Queen of Scots, still, is forced to abdicate in favor of her infant son. Apparently there is intrigue, secret, treachery, murder based on true events. That's fun. I mean, there is Mary, Queen of Scots, so I guess it's historical and based on true events, but you never know. I think there is few points of view from what I remember. Oh, I think I'm mistaken with the next book. Yeah, okay, no, the next book is in Edinburgh, sorry. So this is a retelling based on the real life event in Mary, related to Mary, Queen of Scots. So I have no idea when I will pick this one up. Be not too close to the Crimson Throne, because I feel like I will have a third version of Mary, Queen of Scots. I will see how my brain goes. And then for the last one is The King Witches by Kate Forster. Here you are. And this one is set in Edinburgh in 1587. What else this is about? I don't know, I don't remember. Princess Anna of Denmark is to wed King James VI of Scotland, but first she must pass a trial period, 1 year of marriage, to prove herself worthy. Under the watchful eye of her loyal lady-in-waiting, Kristen, Anna resolved to be the perfect royal bride until she met Lord Henry. And then I guess we see what happens. So yeah, I also don't know when I will pick this one up. I know that I don't do TBRs, But all those books, beside, of course, Rachel Gillick, that I already read, so I'm not in a hurry, to pick it back up, even though I would like to read it back. Again, I will try to read them like shortly. I will definitely not read all of them by the end of the year, obviously, because also I'm so moody in my reading. I will probably cut off with some other books. That's it. That's all the books I bought in Scotland this year. I don't know when there will be another book haul. Not anytime soon, but I'll keep you posted on my reading. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you got inspired to buy some new books that you don't see everywhere. And if you have read any of them, please give me your thoughts. Or if there is any that you are more intrigued about, and don't hesitate to tell me about books that we don't see all over YouTube and Instagram. I do not have TikTok. That's just not. I'm too old for TikTok. Yeah, usually if I see a book recommended a lot, I'm like, I don't want to go near that. It's like too hype. And even though I mean, Dark Window is everywhere, and I get it why it's everywhere. But yeah, I like to have like, I enjoy having different books and finding some stuff that not everybody has been reading. And also that's why I was so happy to be able to go in bookshop and just pick up and not scroll through internet for new books. So yeah, here we are. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you around. Thank you.